Today's book is called The Long Way Home by Michael Sullivan. This particular book is at text level M. It is a nonfiction book, meaning it's real, a biography, meaning it is about his life, but a particular kind of biography, a memoir, which means it's only about one particular event that happened in his life, a memory he has. That's where the word memoir comes from. Let's find out what memory he picked. Run. Michael's sister forces him to run in long races with her. They always come in dead last, but in one race it's even worse than that. I was in 6th grade when my older sister joined the cross-country running team. She was one of only 3 girls on the team. She was also the youngest runner on the team. Oh, and she had never run before. She was slow, I mean really slow. She couldn't train with the rest of the team because she slowed them down, but she didn't want to run alone. That's where I come in. That's where I came in. She made me join the team too. I am not going to tell you what she threatened to tell our mom if I didn't join. We trained together almost every day. We ran together in races, way in the back. We ran at about the same speed. So we always ended up sprinting the last few yards to the finish line neck and neck. It was better than finishing last all by yourself. Then, at one event, the girls and boys ran separately. The girls ran first. I was on my own in the boys' race. We were the visiting team, so I didn't know the course. The race was 3 miles long, with twists and turns. It went from roads to paths, through the woods, and back again. Kids from the other school stood at each turn. They held up signs telling the runners where to go. We just had to follow the signs. Easy. Well, it should have been easy. Too bad my sister wasn't there with me. Maybe someone would have noticed us, way behind the rest of the runners. But it was just me. I was 2 miles into the race, and I was already 5 minutes behind the next runner. The people holding the signs didn't see me. They thought everyone was done. Nobody was that slow, right? They took the signs and went away. I was that slow. I wasn't done. I ran right past a turn into the woods and kept going down a farm road. I was halfway up a long hill when I started to worry. I should have finished the race by then. I looked around. Nothing looked familiar. I'll just go a little farther, I thought. I know there is a turn here somewhere. There wasn't. I decided to give up and turn around. Then a giant farm dog came charging out of a driveway I'd just passed. He planted 4 huge paws in the middle of the road, lowered his head, and growled. I knew that people always locked up dogs along the race courses, so now I was sure I was lost. But it didn't help to know it. That dog was as big as a moose. He looked mean, and he was between me and the way back. To go back, I had to get past that dog. No way. If I could outrun a big dog, I wouldn't be in this mess. But if I went forward, I'd be going even farther away from where I wanted to be. An old joke says, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 lefts do. So I went forward and started taking every left turn I could. I was hoping to head back in the direction of the school. It was a good plan. It would work if all country roads went in straight lines. They don't. In farm country, there aren't a lot of people to ask for directions. Plus, well, there are the dogs. I wasn't going into anyone's yard to ask the way. I kept running. The fastest runners finish a 3-mile race in about 15 minutes. My sister and I always came in about 15 minutes after them. This time my sister found me 2 hours after the race started. She was leading a rescue party, half of our team plus the captain of the other team. I told them how I got where I was, and a local kid guessed I'd run 10 miles. Some of the runners were impressed. The rest just thought I was dumb for getting lost. I think the captain of the other team asked my sister out on a date. My sister went on to run marathons, 26 miles. It turns out that, deep down, she loves the loneliness of a long run on her own. Too bad she didn't figure that out sooner. Me? I decided I was a team sports guy. I always thought sports should be something you do with other people. And after running alone for 2 hours through empty farmland, I was sure of it. So the author wanted to tell us how it was that he came to understand that he was a team sports player, not an individual sports person like his sister. So we all have differences and preferences in what we like in the things that we do.